Alright guys, I'm headed down to this big pond slash small lake. I used to fish this as a kid and I probably hadn't been here in 10 or 15 years. This is the pond that I learned a lot about pond fishing on. I remember one of the first major tips that made me a better pond fisherman. I learned fishing this pond is I'd walk this edge and I'd always cast out. And I kept finding, I was like, man, I'm always getting hit right when I bring this back to me, and there's a grass edge over here. And I eventually learned if I start casting down these edges, which I'm going to work my way down there, you'll catch a lot of fish. There's like a grass patch, if I remember, there was 15 years ago, that runs along this pond, and used to get hit there a lot. I've got a chatterbait mini max in the bluegill color, and a 3-inch Zagel trailer, some kind of shad pattern that was kind of brown and reflecty. So we'll see how this does. See something right there. Is that a fish or a turtle? One of the things I remember about this pond is there was just an ungodly amount of turtles, and I almost couldn't whistle or something there. You almost couldn't. I see some bobbers and stuff. You almost couldn't throw anything that sat on the ground, because it would you would just constantly catch turtles. So hopefully we don't just get caught up in muck. Hopefully this chatterbait will work. Pond water is awfully dirty. I had a black and blue chatterbait tied on a jackhammer, and I opted to go with this mini max. I wonder if I should have stayed with the black and blue, as dirty as this is. I don't even feel the blade shattering right now. I'm sure I've got grass in here. Yeah. All kinds of muck on it. I think I got it off. See if anybody's home by that. Oops. There you go. It's not a bad one. Sweet. All right, Childhood Pond at 2 o'clock. It's 90-something degrees. Couldn't say no to the old chatterbait. 1.5 pounds maybe. Thanks for biting. Back you go. Let's see if there's any others. So that was, like I was saying, what I learned about this pond is I'd cast it out there where the ripple was, where the wind is, but I didn't get hit until right up here on this when I got close to the bank. So I learned to kind of, instead of just casting out, I kind of cover all this kind of close to the side of the pond. So good. We know there's still bass in here. always encouraging. Let's try this path. Stable enough. Remembered there's a way to get down here. Hopefully no Kevins or Karens are out golfing today. I'm casting the shade before I get close to it. So I think if we find the shade, we might find those bass. And of course, about the time we hit the shade, we get caught up in enough gunk. We're not really chattering right now. I chatterbait. Alright, so I have no idea what was recorded or not, but we caught one bass. We talked to a new guy. We found 20 bucks on the ground, which is going to be our lunch probably. I'm just going to get $21 ice cold bottles of water. It's so hot, but yeah, the GoPro overheated, so I didn't miss a whole lot. Some more people down here fishing. But yeah, kind of sentimental to come back to the pond I fished all the time as soon as I got my license. And it's packed just like I remember it being back then.